this one I kept hearing over and over. The enemies of my enemies are my friends. I kept hearing that. The enemies.
Oh, I used that today on the show. I just said that to Johnny. I said, we're all different denominations, but the enemies of our enemies are our friends. You know, so I said that today.
I didn't get to watch the show because I was getting ready for tonight.
No, yeah.
Oh, wow. And then the Lord said this to me. Unite with those who are against Satan and his comrades. Don't let petty differences separate you. It is time to unite as brothers and sisters in arms do and fight these wicked forces until they are totally defeated. Don't let silly arguments and minor differences continue to divide you. And he was showing me, you know, when you have an army going off to battle, they link arm in arm literally, and they're just like one going forth to fight the enemy. They're not saying, well, what do you believe about this? And what do you think about that? No,
right.
They're brothers and sisters in arms. And he said, the way they unite, you need to unite that way too. My army needs to unite like that.
Yeah.
Let go of these petty differences and these offenses that we have towards people and whatnot, especially in Christianity. We get in the weeds of that mess. He's saying, unite. I need you. I need you in this hour. Oh, he said, this has been the war tactic of the foe of Satan, to divide, and then because you are weakened, conquer you. Find your common ground, your hatred of Satan and the evil he promotes. That's our common ground. We all hate Satan and we hate the evil he promotes. He said, find your common ground, okay? Then join together. Pray together. March in peaceful demonstrations. Worship as one in and outside the church. This united army will be undefeatable.
And read that. You said that one line. You said in and out, inside and outside the church. In other words, it's not just, if I'm reading that right, you're saying not just believers getting together with believers and not having anything to do with anything else. You're talking about unbelievers and believers uniting for a purpose.
Right.
You know, I'll just have to say this, you know, one of the more controversial things in our lives is someone was, well, they're a Mormon. Well, they're the guy that was part of the Freedom, you know, so what was the movie that just came out? Sound of Freedom.
Oh, yes,
well, one of the guys it was based on his life. If I understand it, he himself is Mormon, but he helped go in and rescue those people. And people were thank you, Tim Ballard. And people were making this deal, and they say, well, they shot some of this video at the Mormon place, and a Mormon-owned property. Then they found out that the Mormon-owned property was where some of the Chosen was being filmed because they used that property. And so then there was people say, well, that's, you know, this is what you're saying, unite where you're accomplishing.
I'll read that again.
Yeah.
Pray together. March in peaceful demonstrations. Okay? We can march in a peaceful demonstration with people that are saved and not saved.
Yeah.
Because we want our government not to take our rights from us and our freedoms from us.
Yeah.
We want the rightful leaders put in their positions, okay? He said, pray together, march in peaceful demonstrations, worship as one in and outside the church. And then he said, this united army will be undefeatable. We need to join together. And, you know, in the spirit, I've different visitations. I have seen masses of people worshiping outside. And I knew that was the key to our nation being restored to what it's supposed to be, is what we've got to get out there and worship. And the Sean Foyt goes out. You've probably seen it.
Yeah, on the beaches and
thousands
parks.
and thousands of people are gathering. And do they all believe exactly the same? No, but they love Jesus and they hate Satan.
Yeah.
And they're gathering together and worshiping. What about, he had somebody steal his guitar? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did.
Yes. And then the guy gets saved, he gets his guitar back, and the guy gets saved and water baptized.
Oh, really?
Yes. So, you know, God is God. We just got to have a heart of love and embrace one another and get about the Father's business, which is implement the victory that Jesus purchased for us on Calvary and get our freedoms back, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
He said, the enemy has used jealousy, envy, competition, pride, racism, and so many other wicked fleshly devices to divide my children. Let the refrain of the song, "We Are One," be sung and acted upon, and then great victory will be won over wickedness. This will certainly take a killing of your flesh. It is well worth the sacrifice in the denial of your flesh. Encourage our children to be one together with us, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, and our help. My children will be more than conquerors. Oh. And then he said, my grace is being made easily accessible in this hour. My grace to unite and join together as one and to conquer the wickedness that is attempting to overtake you in your world is ours. That grace is ours. He's saying, I am pouring an abundance of grace out now, where it's going to be easy for you to unite as one.
So
the grace is going to be there. Like I said to you when I was at the airport, the grace was on me to be bold and courageous. I'm like, wow, what did I just do? God's going to do that in this hour with unity too, Steve. He wants us to be one, to help one another, not be in competition, to come alongside our brother and sister that are trying to advance God's cause and help them out, assist them.